Coach, you obviously have a couple days here, a little unique staying on the road here. How have you just kind of liked the approach and how you guys are getting ready for tomorrow?
Yeah, it's been, these guys are so great and they're fun to be around and they like being around each other. So I think, if you had to do this over and over again, it wears you out. But for us to, have these, we know what's going on. We know the season's winding down and so we appreciate every second we get together. And sure, it'd be nice to be home in your own beds, but there's a value to being able to hang out together and get some team bonding stuff that we like. And you're still trying to grow as a team. We're still trying to get better, and these guys approach every day like that.
You're standing in front of the sign here, and I found out firsthand about muscle cramps and stuff at this altitude. I know your formula is secret, but just what is it, staying out here and just what you guys are doing this process to make sure that you guys are ready to go at 7 o'clock tomorrow?
Yeah, and we have a whole process of what we do on the road, and that's consistent. That doesn't change. And one of the most important things is taking care of your body, and that, when you're athletes, and even if you're not at this altitude, you have to hydrate. Hydration is number one, and so our guys are understanding that and doing a great job with it, and they take it really seriously, and this is exactly the reason why you just confront it. It's not a big deal. But if you let your mind trick you into thinking it's a big, huge deal, yeah, there's reality to it. If you just, if you didn't take care of your body, if you didn't understand what's going on, that your body's going to send you signals that you're tired. Well, it does every game. So you got to fight through that, and our guys understand that.
Staying here, though, in 2 in a row, does that make it any easier or different or harder? Or have you studied any effects of that? Or
Yeah, we have some data on that stuff.
After the game tomorrow, you'll...
Yeah, absolutely. No doubt. But, yeah, there's, staying out on the road always, I've had one coach said that one time, and it kind of stuck in my head, that your team gets 10% worse every day you're out on the road, and I hope that's not the case, and I haven't seen that with our guys, but the season is a grind, and we had a really good February practice on the road, and that's hard to do. But again, I always take it back to my guys, their character, how important this team is to them, and they're taking every moment in. And so, we got done what we need to get done today.
I'm writing something on Rody, and I talked to Tim about him and stuff, and he just said that, it's not always about scoring for him, but he is starting to score a little more, but that's not really what you need him to do. And he said, early on it was kind of like trying to put a square peg into a round hole with his game and fitting with what you guys wanted. He said maybe the last 2 games were the best he's been all season in terms of decision making, stuff like that. What when he's right, like he has been, what's he doing to help you guys?
Well, he can get the ball wherever he wants to get the ball. And it's just what he does with it when he gets it there, and how but the key to becoming a great player is how coachable you want to be. And when you get guys, they you build a trust in them, but it takes time, and some guys develop it quickly, some guys like Abu's a great example of that. When he first got here, it took him some time to really trust us, and by the end, man, he was just soaking all the coaching up and was so excited to be coached, and that's why you saw him take off. You can't get good, or you can't get better if you're not wanting to be coached. And I think Roddy's hit that, where he really enjoys being coached, and he understands that it's really, really helping him. And he's that close. He's really getting there. He had a really good game against Wyoming, and he's that close to having a great game. A couple turnovers here or there, and then he wants to see those on film, see what he could do differently, and that's how you grow as a player, and that's what he's doing.
I mean, his last 3 games at UC San Diego, he had over 20 points every game.
Yeah.
He had a 3-game stretch for you guys where he didn't score 3 games in a row. I mean, he talked about just winning and being a part of this culture and making the winning plays and stuff. I mean, have you noticed from that aspect him adjusting to some of that?
No doubt, and he's understanding the game, and he came here because he wants to become a point guard, not just. I mean, there's a million guys that are 6'1" and athletic and that can score. And what can separate him down the road is becoming an elite point guard, and that's we're not trying to take the scoring out of him at all. That's going to come, and that's going to become easy for him as he becomes a better and better point guard. But you take a great athlete like Rody and you teach him how to play like a 30-year-old, and then you got something.
Final 2 quick things on Air Force. What the first game when you guys played him, what did you guys do well that you'd like to see do again, tomorrow?
Well, that was a weird game because it was 27-25. They were ahead of us, and and they were clicking, and we just kept hanging in there, and when, you know, we really guarded, maybe in that 25 other minutes, maybe the best we guarded, and then we moved the ball well, we did good things offensively, maybe our, you know, it was our most efficient offensive game too, so we really put both sides together in the last 25 minutes, but you know, this is a team that they get better and better and better as the year goes on, because they got a bunch of disciplined kids. That's why they're in the academy, and they just keep getting better, and you saw that with their road win at New Mexico, and you know, they're feeling good about things right now.
That's what I was going to say. We talked about it on the post-game show, but just they're coming in off a huge win. What did you see them do in that game, and what do you expect in the game tomorrow night?
Well, you see them do, you know, the thing about Air Force is they're pretty darn consistent. And, you know, like I said to you earlier, if you relax a possession, they're scoring on you. They just run their stuff so disciplined and so tough, and their cuts are so hard, they're getting a lay-in. There's no time to rest, no time to relax. There's, you know, if you lose concentration for a second, they're scoring on you. So they're pretty consistent in what they do. You have to come with great energy and effort, you know, in an atmosphere that's different than what you played in, and altitude, and dealing with those kind of things, and being on the road, all those stuff. You have to be able to have the toughness to have the concentration for 35 seconds and then finish it with a rebound. And that's why I say 35, because if you don't finish it with a rebound, now they're running it again for 20 more. So it takes a lot of discipline to be able to do that.